Hey, what's going on, fiends? So, who here went to the theaters and watched Pooh, Blood and Honey back when it came out last year? I'm not raising my hand because I didn't. I probably would have if it had shown over here, but we didn't have any theaters over here that I could find that were actually showing the movie. But I'm kind of glad I stayed away from the theater experience. I'll get to that in a minute. But who here watched it at home and paid good hard-earned money? Watched it at home. Now here's the thing. Was it a bad movie? Yeah, it was. Was it as bad as all the reviewers and everybody that you read or watched on this wonderful platform we have here of YouTube? Was it as bad as they all said? It depends on the person. And like I said, I've always been a proponent of if you like something, you like it. If you don't, you don't. To each their own. So, with that said, for me, I didn't think it was as terrible as it was made out to be. I thought the idea was pretty amazing, because you took something from my childhood and you made it completely metal, and because I grew up with the Disney version of Winnie the Pooh. I never grew up with the R.L. Stein version of Winnie the Pooh. And the R.L. Stein is basically what we're focusing on here. But still, I grew up with Pooh Corner and that Winnie the Pooh cartoon show from the 80s, 90s. So to take that and completely turn it on its head and make all my favorite little characters from the 100 Acre Wood just go on a massive killing orgy, I was down for it. But it seemed to be one of those ideas that you could envision it in your head, and this goes for 100% of the people on this planet, because we've all had this happen, that we envision something in our head and we're like, I know I can make this work, but it doesn't translate the way you pictured it. So, the filmmakers for Pooh, Blood and Honey, though their first attempt made money, but really got crapped on, as I said, bad movie. I don't think the filmmakers in general got it translated from where they thought of in their head out to the big screen. They're getting a second crack at it, because hey, this movie made, I think, $6 million, and so it far exceeded what its budget was. So they're getting a second attempt, and maybe this second attempt they have finally figured it out. They're like, okay, this is what we did wrong, this is what we did right, let's move with what we did right. And hopefully that's the case. But anyway, I've got the article from bloodydisgusting.com, and I'll pull it up now, and let's read about this Pooh, Blood and Honey Part 2. So, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 begins filming this fall. Friends will gather to take advantage of the upcoming Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, a sequel to this year's slasher movie that scared up $6 million at the box office. Rise Frake Waterfield, that's who I was trying to think of as the director-writer of this, is back to direct the Pooh-based slasher sequel, and THR reports this week that filming is set to begin on a brand new continuation this coming fall. In fact, Blood and Honey 2 has already scored several international sales deals, including in Mexico, Germany, Italy, France, Russia, Australia, New Zealand, and India. ITN will release the sequel here in the United States, THR notes. The production is expected to include a substantially larger budget than its predecessor film. So, some of you all out there might be doing the whole Vader, and some of you all are like, yeah, more. I am like in between. I'm kind of like, do I want to watch this again or not? I found enjoyment in the first one. I really did. I thought the actual concept of the story was pretty badass. That, Christopher Robin, as I read in that article, went off to college. He left his dudes behind and and they went from snacking on the old honey to wanting some blood in their tummy. So that, that was cool. I don't know what part 2 is going to be. Like I said, they haven't really said in that article at all, so I'm guessing they're going to release that later in a trailer. Obviously, John, because that's how movies work. Anyway, guys, y'all let me know down here in the comments below. Are you looking forward to Pooh, Blood and Honey 2? Are you going to stay as far away from it as possibly can? Or are you like me and you're willing to give it another shot? And maybe it becomes just this guilty pleasure to us that just want to sit back, eat some junk food, and watch a trashy B movie. But anyway, if y'all could you hit that little subscribe button down below, Hadouken that notification bell. And as always, this has been your old buddy John, and I'll see you again next time. Ooh.